Welcome to Caracomp Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence. Imagine this. 6 cameras, 27 faces, a midnight deadline, and a detective who needs to figure out which of those faces actually matter. How do you cut through that kind of chaos without missing the one face that breaks the case? If you've ever watched a crime show where someone says, "enhance that image," and gets a perfect match, that's not how it works. Not even close. This is something real investigators deal with constantly. And understanding how facial comparison actually triages a case changes how you think about both AI accuracy and human bias. So here's the driving question. When you've got dozens of possible faces, how do you narrow it down without letting your own brain trick you? Let's start with the first building block. Facial comparison doesn't give you a yes or no answer. It gives you a ranked list based on similarity scores. Think of it like a teacher grading essays on a scale, not pass-fail. One face might score a 91 out of 100. Another scores a 63. That ranking turns triage into math instead of gut instinct. And that matters because detectives can focus their time on the top-scoring faces first. So, what's actually doing the scoring? Here's the second piece. The algorithm maps landmarks on a face, eyes, nose, jawline, into a kind of geometric space. Then it measures the distance between those points across 2 images. It's similar to how you'd compare 2 city maps by measuring the distance between landmarks. 2 faces that look alike to your eye might actually sit far apart mathematically. The math overrides your pattern bias. That's powerful, but it's not perfect. Now you might be wondering, what trips the system up? Angles and obstructions. Peer-reviewed research confirms that accuracy drops once a face rotates beyond about 30 degrees sideways. Think of it like trying to read a book's spine when it's tilted away from you. In multi-camera investigations, where every camera catches a different angle, the system has to weigh how confident each score really is. Not all scores are created equal. Now here's what most people get wrong. They think the biggest risk is the technology making a mistake. But NIST research shows the bigger risk is the human reviewer. After reviewing just 3 or 4 possible matches manually, examiners start anchoring to a mental template. They stop comparing to the original image and start comparing to their own memory. The algorithm doesn't drift. It scores face 27 with the same precision as face 1. So here's the bottom line. Facial comparison doesn't identify your suspect. It ranks every possible face by a math-based similarity score and hands the detective a short defensible list instead of a pile of maybes. The real value isn't speed, it's consistency. Worth thinking about next time you hear someone say a facial recognition system identified a suspect. What it probably did was eliminate 24 wrong answers, and that's the actual breakthrough. Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it, and when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.